Hello everyone, tonight we're going to run back some modern gameplay. Still just trying to test out some decks, see what I like. I'm going to try to focus on Court of Calling decks tonight. I'm going to start with humans just because I did like humans last night. But we're going to try to focus on Court of Calling decks just because I'm kind of
game can start.
I'm kind of leaning towards those at the moment.
Your game has started.
Because I really like Court of Calling as a magic card. Or like the options that it gives you. So that's what we're going to focus on tonight. Can't keep this hand. No lands. Fairly straightforward. Otherwise it would be pretty good. If they did, like if you replace those two Thalias with lands, I think we're in a pretty good spot. But as is, not much we can do. So we'll just wait for our opponent. This hand has two Horizon Canopies, so it might be worth it to keep. We'll try this one. Because it's got an Aether Vial, some Horizon Canopies. So. Gives us lots of stuff to do. Probably shouldn't have played that first. Makes us take a life, or take a damage. What do we got? Opponent. Yep, he chose humans, so we're playing against humans. I would like to put a charge counter on it. Unfortunately, Aether Vial is probably not actually going to do too much this game. Neither is Kitesail Freebooter. He probably doesn't have anything rather in his hand. Yeah. Alright. Somewhat annoying that we can't organize the cards in our opponent's hand, but it's okay. What do we got? A Lieutenant, Freebooter, Aether Vial. That works too. I don't know if Aether Vial would be worth it. I mean, Aether Vial is a great card, but I'd just try to play some cards. You know what I'm saying? All right. I guess we'll just sacrifice our canopy. I was thinking about playing Reflector Mage, and I should probably think things out as opposed to just autopiloting right now. But I was going to play the Reflector Mage, but I kind of want to get value off of the Reflector Mage, so. Alright. Yeah, so that was apparently also bad. I'm apparently supposed to draw first, but I guess that makes sense since we've got a Vial on 2. That we're likely to draw a 2-drop, and then we can get it in there if it's really it only matters if it's exactly Thalia's Lieutenant, because the rest of them it doesn't really matter when they come in. See, and this is a problem with playing playing out the Aether Vial last turn, is that he's now just consistently behind on mana. I don't know if that's exactly worth it. Alright, so we'll play this Horizon Canopy, sacrifice the Horizon Canopy, draw more Horizon Canopies, nice. Return target creature and a foe. Huh. So I guess we'll just go ahead and play out our Reflector Mage. But otherwise we can't attack with that guy. Yep, we've played our land. We've done everything we can. So we'll just smack on in. We've drawn a good bit of lands this game. I mean, we started with 4, but 7 lands? It's kind of a lot of lands. So we know he basically has all of this, well, all the creatures. Well, we know he has all the creatures, but yeah. So I think he's going to play the Freebooter and leave himself open to Aether Vial in the Lieutenant. Makes sense to me. We'll play both Freebooters and Vial in the Lieutenant. Whichever route he goes, it's not very great for us, but there's not much to be done. And he could very well Reflector Mage and bounce our Thalia's Lieutenant, because we can't cast it because our Aether Vial's on 3. So opponent has lots of options, and I assume he's drawn other creatures, so he's got more options. So just waiting to see what he does. Alright, so he is Reflector Maging. See what he bounces. If he bounces our Reflector Mage, that's kind of funny. But I doubt he would. Because we can just play our Reflector Mage back. Right, bounces the Freebooter. We will not put a counter on that. Alright, so that really makes me want to cast it on the cast it targeting Thalia's Lieutenant. Correct? Does that give us the most damage? Yeah, that gives us a lot of damage. So we'll just play our other Horizon Canopy. Play the Phantasmal Image. Oh, right, not a human. I am sure I will always mess that up. So we know he has Lieutenant in hand, so we will do our best to play around that. Because this will be a 3/4. That'll be a 4/4. He flashes in the Lieutenant, he's got a 3/4 and a 1/1. So, yes, I would like to use the effect. That one. And we will attack, because I don't think there's much he could have that's really debilitating. Yep. Now if he just blocks there, that's fine. If he double blocks here, We'll block the lieutenant, or we'll deal damage to the lieutenant, his lieutenant probably. Maybe just kill the 3/4, and we'll see if he double blocks. Okay, he just wants to bounce there. That's fine, because I guess he can't risk us viling in something if he double blocks here. That would just be probably game over for him. So we know he has freebooter in hand, neither of which get anything from our hand, but they buff the lieutenant, or his lieutenant. He plays a Kithian. I don't think he should have tapped the planes for that. This can only cast creature spells, so those can't be used to activate his ability. Unless he just knows he's casting all his spells. What we'd really like here is a spell. Yeah, I do not have anything. And he's going to play the other freebooter. I assume he left his Aether Vial on 2. So he could just have all the things, in which case we're still fairly far behind, but basically it came down to who played the most spells. Yep, no blocks. He did not play his his Kite Sail freebooter. No, keep it at 3, it's fine. Awesome. We'll probably play it, but we're gonna go ahead and draw a card. Nice. A fair amount of lands. So we know he has a freebooter in hand. Freebooter and land. Oh, right. So now we decide if we want to attack. I think that's a no there. Pretty sure it's no there. Freebooter's a 1/2, so he can't kill this guy. And we have people to chump block with. I like both of those. Because we're not going to die, even if he swings with everything. That would be 4, possibly 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it would be lethal if he can kill our dudes and play 2 creatures. Yep, you can have my Aether Vial. Right, so he's not going to block, he just takes 8. So even if he swings with everything, we're safe. Opponent goes to 3, gives us a lot of live outs. We know he just has a land in hand at the moment. He gets a Horizon Canopy. He's probably good. I think we had 3. Yep, all three things in my graveyard are Horizon Canopies. Okay, so now we think. I don't think we're in the market to kill things. Is this... Oh, only he gains indestructible. Interesting. I really would have... I mean, I guess... Oh yeah, because he used the planes. He keeps doing that. If he hadn't used the planes, that would have been a safe attack. So that was very important. I could probably block with a freebooter. Because what does that put us at? If we take 7, we go to 5. I gotta top deck the Mantis, bro. That doesn't even really do it. I mean, I guess just because it has haste, yeah, because he doesn't have enough blockers. But, so doing the math, we go to 5. And then freebooters don't matter. Depending on what we draw, we can leave stuff back to block. So I think we can... Do we need this extra attacker? Yeah, even if we draw Mantis Rider, what is it? Okay, yeah, if we draw Mantis Rider, it's lethal. Or our Kessig Malcontents, that would do it too. Yeah, I think we can take 7 and still survive next turn. Just to leave the Mantis Rider out alive. No, because if we draw Mantis Rider, then we have 4 lethal threats. Yeah, I think we're gonna block. Feels safer at 9. Alright, so we're probably going to play that guy. So if we play that guy, we know he has a land in hand. So if we play that guy, attack with everything, he has to block with all his stuff. And then we still have a blocker here. If he has Mantis Rider, we take 6. He has Mantis Rider plus a 2-drop, 6. I don't. Okay, Mantis Rider from him. We block here, it'd be 3/6. If he has a 2-drop. Yeah, I guess if he has all of that. Right. And then do we need to attack with all of them? Maybe we can just attack with... I mean, he loses all his dudes. That's very important, because then he gets to keep a flyer. So yeah, I think we just have to attack with everything. So he has to have like exactly Mantis Rider and a 2-drop here. And we know he has a land in hand. But if he blocks... Alright, so at least he doesn't have a good 2-drop in hand. And so he has to block here, otherwise he's dead, unless he has some sort of instant speed life gain. I guess if he has a phantasmal image, that would that do it? No, because we still just get to block here. That's a 1/1 and a 4/5, so we'd be safe there. We'll go ahead and play out our Aether Vial. I don't think it'll matter, but so he didn't have a 2-drop. That's relevant. All right. I think Gut Shot is a good sideboard card. I think Staticaster's too slow. Reflector Mage seems good. Dismember seems good. Gut Shot seems good. Meddling Mage seems bad. Do we have Do we have something we can bring in? I guess a Restoration Angel isn't that bad. Freebooter doesn't seem that great, but it's better than... I mean, I guess... Is Meddling Mage better than Freebooter? Maybe. I think they're both fine. Yeah, let's try that. Because I don't think one of them is particularly better than the other. Because this can nab... Because I assume he's bringing in... Well, I guess he doesn't have much stuff we can take, but Meddling Mages can hit his value creatures. If I mean, he still has Aether Vial, but I still think this is okay. There's the argument to keep in flyers, but we don't really need flyers. I mean, we do need flyers, but we don't really... It's not going to do too much by itself. We did bring in the Restoration Angel. But he's a 1/2. So
your game has started.
Alright, this seems reasonable. We will keep Kithian, but we've got an Aether Vial. Yep, I think this is... I mean, he could have a very strong opener too, but ours is pretty good. Because we've got Aether Vial, Flash in, Champion of the Parish, play Thalia. Okay, no land for our opponent. I would like to put a counter. Right, can't play Meddling Mage, but that's okay. But we will use our Aether Vial, put in a Champion of the Parish, cast a Thalia, and go to my turn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we block. I don't think there's anything super relevant he can do, so I don't think he was supposed to attack. Oh, he's got another Kithian. That'll do it. We would like to put a charge counter. Alright, well, the Aether Vial is going to have to do work. Or I guess we want to Aether Vial in that Thalia's Lieutenant, because that seems like the strongest card. Because then we just kind of go off from there. So that was fun. Do kind of like that. Alright, let's see if we can find a Counters Company deck for me to play. Notably Bant. I want to try Bant. So let's do Chord of Calling. Just looking up MTG top 8 decks with Chord of Calling in it. So I'll bring it over here just so y'all can see. So I want something with Devoted Druid. Yeah, I pretty much want this list. So we'll try this list. I mean all the Bant decks are probably the same. So we'll use that deck. Alright. Deck editor. Import clipboard. Or see if it imports correctly, i.e. if it puts the sideboard cards in the sideboard or not. Nope. Alright, so we've got a Scavenging Ooze, so probably all of these to the sideboard. All of these to the sideboard. And all of these to the sideboard. Alright. Saving it as Bant Company. I guess Bant Devoted Company. And depending on how this works out, we might try a deck similar to this, but with a Knight of the Reliquary as well, that combo. With the Retreat to Kolheim. Alright, so exit out of here. Games, Magic, X-Mage, Modern. We will try it. Alright, and I found the, well, I mean I could play it with Jace. There's a deck I found.
Your game can start.
Your game has started.
I would like to play first. I mean, this seems pretty good. I like it. Just because we have 2 noble hierarchs. Holy my. Alright, so we got a Taking Turns deck. Oh, that didn't help. Right. Anything for 2? No, so we'll just play another Hierarch. We'll attack for 2. Okay. We don't need all these mana producers. Lands are nice though. Alright, so I think we're going to, how many cards do we have in hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could be very suspicious and hold up Spell Queller. But I don't think there's anything super scary that we want to Spell Queller. So I think we'll just play a bop. Play a Pride Mage and attack for 2. That's a big noble hierarch. Alright, and we've got a couple Court of Callings, which is nice. Gives us lots of options. Oh, is this... Okay, this is just a... Okay, again, I assumed this was the taking turns deck, but I seem to be wrong there. Your opponent drew 1 damage to target player for each target player's cards in hand. Okay. We can't spell queller that, so we're not gonna. But we can go get a to at least prevent a damage, because we kind of wanted to do this anyways. Saves us a life, but we can go get Vizier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only take 8? Okay. Then we'll attack with our Pride Mage and then sacrifice it to get rid of the Fevered Visions. It's a card. And this looks like a pretty nutty start from our opponent, based on his hand. Alright. We'll destroy that, try to save us some life. And try to prevent him from doing that again. Well, I guess we do still draw 3. Yeah, we still draw 3. But we can slam down... Oh, I did that wrong. Good job, Zach. Alright, so I'm supposed to play the Devoted Druid first, clearly. So we might just lose because of that, which is unfortunate. Ouch. Okay, this is a deck. Oh man. We got all our Court of Callings. I think probably not all of them. Okay, yeah. I mean, that seemed pretty nutty from our opponent. Granted, he's drawn a bunch of cards, but I mean, yeah. Okay. So, alright, Unified Will seems great. Pride Mage seems great. Forged Tinder might be good. Reflector Mage seems bad. I don't know what he brings in, but I don't think those are particularly great. So we'll try
Your
that.
game has started.
Yeah, this hand's kind of slow, but we'll keep it. Spell Quellers are good. Good magic cards. Okay, mulligans to 5. And we're going to play the Windswept Heath first, so we can go get blue. Tapped blue. Alright, yeah, breeding pool seems correct. Fevered Visions. Unfortunately, he got that down under a Spell Queller, but in step. 4 or more cards. Gotcha. Yep. We will Spell Queller that one. So we'll play a Misty. Go ahead, bash for 2. And we're going to hold up Collected Company and Spell Queller. Either or, depending on what he plays. Yep. What you got, opponent? I don't know what in his deck he would we would not want to counter. I think that one's okay, just because we're not going to be able to play out our hand with a Fevered Visions. So I think drawing extra cards is okay. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. No. Stop it. I don't know why there's 3. Guess we can. Is there a Hallowed Fountain in this deck? Do you want a Hallowed Fountain? Yeah, that seems good. So we'll play our Devoted Druid. Oh no, not to your turn. Stop it. You probably should have bounced that one so he can replay the Eye to Nowhere. But basically, I think if we can just survive this turn. Okay, so he plays Blood Moon. I guess that makes sense. Alright, so we can... I think we gotta start with a Chord of Calling. X equals 2. And then we just gotta play Company and hope for the best, unfortunately. Correct? Yeah. Otherwise, we'll just play our Pride Mage on the Fevered Visions. Maybe... No. I like hitting the Blood Moon at instant speed. Because we have our Unified Wilds if he does something silly. And we can take 2. I guess I should have played the birds. Because it's 4 or higher. Okay, it wouldn't have mattered if we played birds. But we have a counter spell. Kefnet currently cannot attack or block. Makes sense in his deck though. And he is just dead on board, so we're just going to attack and see what he does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 damage for each target player's cards in hand. Well, that's, yeah, so we can take 8. Oh, I guess it's right there. Can't block, takes 10. Alright, I don't think we need any of this. Okay, yeah, we'll run it back. That deck is actually quite scary, considering we don't actually have too much in the way of reactions.
Your game has started.
And if we just had a land, I would keep this hand, but we don't, so I can't. Alright, this'll do it. Our opponent, it seems, I don't know if it's just sheer happenstance. But he did mulligan to 5 last game and this game. Alrighty then. We'll get a breeding pool. Not too scared about Blood Moon since we have the Hierarch. But a turn 3 win isn't bad. Remand? That's just rude, yo. Alright. Turn 4 win isn't bad either. And we're just going to slam both while our opponent's tapped out. And we know he plays spells that can react. Like Eye of Nowhere. I think we could play that tapped. Is that fair? We're definitely playing this. Definitely playing that. Yeah, I guess we could play the Horizon Canopy, since it lets us draw a card. Since we're attacking with a Vizier. And the Forge Tinder protects us from board wipes. Well, the red board wipes. And now we have two options. So if he has a counter spell, like a real counter spell, we have two options. Okay, we've got all of our options in hand apparently. Hopefully he just scoops, doesn't make me do it. That is a problem with playing decks like this, is if I play it online, I will have to do the combo a lot if I play leagues. Just because a reasonable way to win is to just make your opponent time out. Yeah. Alright. Do I get to type? Nope. How about now? Alright, so that was fun. I think I want to try the night version though, so let's try that. Okay. I don't know if I particularly really like the blue. I mean, it's not bad. But that's why I want to try out the Knight, because I think if I played it, I would play it with Knight of the Reliquary. Just having multiple reasonable win conditions seems good. So we'll try this deck. Pretty much the same thing, but it plays Knight of the Reliquary and oh, it doesn't. But we're going to make the change so that it does, because I don't know why you'd play Knight of the Reliquary without Retreat to Coralheim. So we'll make a change somewhere to this deck. But sideboard is 2 Path to Exile, Spell Queller, Scavenging Ooze, Reflector Mage, Tireless Tracker, Reclamation Stage. Probably Eidolon all the way up to there. That looks good. Alright, what can I drop for a Retreat to Coralheim? That probably wasn't descriptive. Alright, so we want one of that. Maybe drop a Duskwatch Recruiter? Sure. Sounds good. Let's save that. Alright, so Bant, Knight, Druid. Let's try this one. See if I like this one any better. But I do really like Court of Calling. It just gives you lots of options, and just being able to go for the combo super early is really nice too. I'm going to try Elves after this probably, depending on how much I like this. Because Elves is very similar. Green-white, Devoted Druid combo. I don't know if I will actively like Elves better, but it's typically weaker. Well, I guess I should put what I like. This was Bant No Knight. That was the first one. Gives us positive free wins. with a combo. And then, I guess, Bant Knight, more free wins. But I know if you play Knight, there's more thinking you gotta do, unfortunately, when you do the Knight combo, because you can't just spew it all. You gotta actually think about what you're doing. Whereas like with
Your game can start.
With the Devoted Druid combo,
Your game has started.
it's pretty easy to just spew it out and hope for the best. So this seems good. Turn 1 Hierarch is not bad. We might just get a forest off of this, because we don't really need our colors yet. I haven't searched my library yet, bruh. Alright. Now you can mind break trap me. Okay, so we got a mill opponent. So our retreat has been milled. That's good to know. So now we kind of have to focus on the devote. Oh, how many devoted druids did he get? He got 2 devoted druids? Ew. Alright, so we'll see how it plays out. But likely next turn we'll just collected company. I mean, opponent milling us, Knight of the Reliquary is actually reasonable. Fortunately, I don't think it works like this. Yeah, it doesn't work like. Okay, we still have 3 knights and a devoted druid left. We'll take the breeding pool. Do we have... this is rough. Can we cord? We can't cord for a knight. So I think we just collected company to try to hit a knight. Because I think we can still do a crap ton of damage if we can get a knight. Because how many lands are in our graveyard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we do play Spell Queller, so we may as well play our collected company. Hey, look, a Spell Queller. think we... 2 Eternal Witnesses in our graveyard. How many do we play? 2? Alright, so we're not going to put it into our graveyard. Alright, so we need to be able to chord for... Do we have planes? No, we have a hallowed fountain. I guess we... Do we need colors? We don't need colors. We just... I mean, it doesn't... I don't think we need... So we will attack with Mr. Spell Queller. And we're going to play around counter spells. We'll play around counter spells by going ahead and casting this. Because we've already searched, so it doesn't really matter. 15? 13, okay, it's 13. 1 night, 2 night, 3 night, so our 4th night is still in here. And that's what we need. Alright, so if he can answer it, he can answer it. Or if he can kill us, he can kill us. Alright, so he gets to draw 3. Sure. Does he have an answer for the night, or can he kill us? Because even if he has that one glimpse of the unthinkable, that one's only... Oh, that one's 10. It's the breaking and entering that's 8. But the 10 would kill us. But I will say, being able to chord into this was pretty nice. Because the non-night version could not do this. Question is whether we really need the blue or not. Extraction. Okay. So if he has extraction or what's he targeting? Night? Okay. I mean, that's all the knights, so he's not getting any cards out of our deck, so that doesn't help him. But if he has another one, and he knows what he can get, but that doesn't exile the one on the battlefield, that would be busted. That would have been scary for him to have, but I mean, alright, he's drawing more. If he had had surgical and surgicaled our... Oh boy, if he had resolved that fraying sanity, we'd be totally dead. Alright. So, meddling mage seems reasonable. Spell queller seems good. Reclamation seems good. That seems good. Reflector mage seems bad. Selfless spirit seems bad. Eternal witness seems pretty good. Is there anything that actively mills our self? Technically Duskwatch Recruiter, but that's part of the combo, so no. We need to drop 3. Granted, I thought we would have more to cut, so meddling mage might not make it. So ballista, need to keep ballista. This deck doesn't play Ronus, so we might want to try to add a Ronus in here. Ballista is important. Yeah, I guess we can drop the meddling mages and probably a Court of Calling. That seems... No, let's keep Court of Calling, drop a company. Yeah, let's drop a company. Maybe an Eternal Witness, not a company. Yeah. Alright, let's try that.
Your game has started.
Just because cord for our silver bullet. I say bullet because we really only brought in Reclamation Sage. But still having it is good. So I want a bunch of those. I mean, this seems keepable. Because we don't have any super hate cards. And one of them is a Reclamation Sage, so... The only real hate is Reclamation Sage, a Spell Queller. So we got 2 of the cards we actually boarded in, so... We can't really aggressively mill down to... Yeah, that deck's pretty fast at milling. Granted, he got to double Archive Trap us, so that was basically half our deck. It's a reasonable draw. Misty. Next turn, probably play Vizier. And we'll get a white land off this, so probably white-green. Okay. How many archive traps you got? So we'll get our white-green. You just have 4 archive traps? Alright, there's 2. There's 3. Alright. Okay, do we have any, step 1, any devoted druids left? 1, 2, 3. There's a devoted druid left in our deck. There's 1, 2, 3. All our knights are in there, so our answer is devoted druid. Is there anything we can cast off of devoted druid, aka our walking ballista? Nope. Do we have eternal witnesses left? 1, 2. Nope. I don't think we have any win conditions. Yeah, I think we're dead. But we'll play it out just so he. No, we're just dead. I mean, we don't have any outs, correct? Because our outs would be Knight of the Reliquary, Eternal Witness, if we even draw our Dusk Watch. So yeah, that'll do it. He milled over all our relevant stuff. So let's try that again.
Your game has started.
Yeah, we can keep that. Man, triple archive trap. That'll do it. That is a turn 1 win? I mean, he didn't actually win, but he pretty much won. Hopefully he kept another all archive trap hand and we can get him. Alright, so we have an Eternal Witness that is relevant. Alright, now deciding on whether or not we sacrifice it. I don't think we do. Try to draw relevant cards, I think, is plan A. That's a relevant card. Alright. Now, we have the ability to chord for our Vizier of Remedies. And then Eternal Witness, and then chord again. So that's an awkward thing about playing without playing Ronus, is that you can't just win. Four lands. Okay. Top four lands. Hit me. That's not bad. He didn't really mill over anything super relevant. Now, do we go for it? I do not know. View current deck. Oh, we go for Duskwatch Recruiter. That's right. The other deck, I don't know if it played Dusk. Okay. Did he mill any Duskwatch Recruiters? No. He's got 5 cards. He might have one, but well. I mean, one. I guess we can just let him do this. Because see if he hits our Duskwatch Recruiters. One. Alright, so only one Duskwatch Recruiter. Oh, but even if he did mill it, we could get it back with oh, whoops. Because we don't even have to get cord. If he has surgical extraction, then we're dead to that, but that's okay. But we can't beat everything. Did he mill over our Walking Ballista? Nope. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we're just going to keep doing this to get our walking ballista. And in case, I mean, it's so our opponent's making us play it out. Maybe we tap wrong or something. But that's the price you pay when you play annoying, yes, creature-like decks. Or annoying combo-like decks. You actually, okay. He scooped once he saw the win condition, which was nice of our opponent not to make us completely play it out. So bonus, Knight of the Reliquary. So this is where I'm at right now on decks. The Bant no Knight gives us free wins. The Bant with Knight gives us more free wins, and it lets us play Knight of the Reliquary, which is enough of a threat on its own. Like, I'm going to play more, but I just kind of want to talk this out. Are there any downsides to not playing? Are there any downsides to playing Knight? Like, I guess we get, like, I can still fit a Ronus in this deck, so I don't have to. It's not that we miss out on stuff. But let's pull up the decks and just take a second to compare. So we got, this gets to play more reactionary, like it gets to play more reflector mages. But if we're playing this, I don't think we want to play blue. I think, like, these are nice, but I don't, like, I think the Knight deck is probably just better. I mean, you play some extra fluff, but the fluff is a Knight of the Reliquary. Like, we still get to play Spell Quellers, Reflector Mage. We get to play all the normal things. It's slightly I mean, you get to play slightly less, but that's just because you're playing for Knight of the Reliquary. And the question is, do I prefer Knight of the Reliquary or Reflector Mage? And I think Knight of the Reliquary is a little better. And it gives us another combo out, which is nice. And as you saw against that last opponent, being able to just search up a Knight of the Reliquary was good enough. Which is something that the straight deck can't do. So I think I like this better. Now I don't know if I like this any better than Humans, because Humans is pretty nice. So we'll run this back. And then the next deck we'll try is probably Elves, because it's another similar deck, but obviously plays different cards. And we'll start with green-white. We might try to find an Abzan version. Really just a, I would probably just do green-white with
your game can start.
A splash for
Your game has started.
The Druid. Not the normal, not the Devoted Druid, but the Shaman. Sorry, Shaman of the pack. We'll keep this hand. It gets a turn 3 collected company. Which is nice. Play Misty. Probably get a breeding pool. Talisman of Progress? I don't know what deck this is. Maybe Tezzerator? Maybe like Thopter Sword? But I don't know if he really wants to be dealing damage to himself. See, this is what I really like about the Devoted Druid decks. Like, if we happen upon a Vizier of Remedies, Thirst for Knowledge, draw 3 cards, discard 2 unless you discard an artifact. Like if we get our, what is that, blue-black? Vizier of Remedies, just by itself or off of a collected company. Then we kind of just win on the spot. If he's got a Fatal Push, then sure. Alright, I guess we'll just take the one Selfless Spirit. I guess it's just as good to sacrifice it. I mean, he might have another, I don't know what possible kill spell he could have offhand, but if he had another kill spell, I mean, just kill it. But it's just better to sacrifice it than to not sacrifice it. Yeah, I don't think there's any kill spell he could play. You got Thirst for Knowledge. I don't know if, I mean, I guess targeting the Selfless Spirit's just as good as targeting Devoted Druid, but I think you want to get rid of the Devoted Druid? Oh, what's his? Do we have any? We still have no idea what he's doing. Okay. See, and now we just win. Yay. And he's got another Fatal Push. Alright. I guess we will add some green. Yes, we'll get a, I guess plains. We've got a lot of, I mean, we've got a lot of white too, so I guess forest is fine. So we've got 3 mana. We'll scry 1. Okay. So that gives us another combo to go off with. Oh, we played Court of Calling, correct? No, we just naturally drew that. Alright, so it looks like a Tesserator deck. Search your library for an artifact with current mana cost X. Okay, what is X? 2, okay. Alright, so he's got Thopter. So he could still have a Path to Exile. And he can get Sword. That's fine. So we'll just play our birds. He can sacrifice, so we're not gonna. I would like to cast my Birds of Paradise, please. So we're not going to attack because he can sacrifice his Talisman to get a Thopter, kill our Vizier, which is pretty bad. We don't want that to happen. Fortunately, this kind of gives our opponent the ability to do his thing, but it's not that scary of a thing, because we have a better thing. Sure. Can you get to 5 artifacts? Probably. So this is Tezzerator doing Tezzerator things. I don't think this is infinite. Granted, I do not know if this is infinite or not, so I'm sorry, opponent, if this is infinite, but on the surface it does not seem infinite. Yeah, so we're not going to chord yet. Unfortunately, again, we have to make our opponent play through this because we have very not easy way to answer this, but him doing this, it does not prevent us from winning the game because we still make infinite mana. I didn't play a land last turn. Oh, is this? Oh! Oh, my bad. Alright, so that was infinite. Alright, so we will concede. I didn't realize that he could keep taking extra turns with that, so we'll definitely bring in the Revoker. Meddling Mage seems good, Spell Queller seems good, Staticaster seems really good, Kataki seems good, Rex Sage seems good, Reflector Mage doesn't seem that great. Man, we got a lot we need to take out. I guess we don't need Eternal Witness. Selfless Spirit doesn't seem that great. Need to drop 3. I don't like dropping my combo cards. I guess Meddling Mage isn't that insane because he's just searching for the cards. And maybe a Knight. That seems okay.
Your game has started.
Yep, this seems good. We'll keep it. Now, I don't know if we're gonna play Kataki or not. I guess it depends on what he does. But we saw that he had push and path. I don't think that changes our plan. I think we'll just ramp on mana. Attack for 1. Because we don't want to just slam that out there and it get dealt with, and then we're kind of stuck. Well, not exactly stuck, but you know what I'm saying. Pretty sure you know what I'm saying. Yep. He's got a Thopter Foundry. Alright, we'll get a Breeding Pool. Not play 2 life. Does Cord do anything? No. I don't think Cord does anything. Does Retreat do anything? I don't think Retreat does anything. There's no real 1-drops we want. I think holding up Spell Queller is okay. Yeah, we'll Spell Queller. And if he gets like if he like paths it, yep, that's fine, because we can play Kataki next turn. We'll get a forest. Play Kataki. Or do we play, what else? What other bullets do we have? I guess we'll play Kataki, and then we can, if he deals with it, we can get like a Staticaster. Seems reasonable. So now we can do Kataki and Retreat, so we'll do that. Does it help us if we make mana? Don't think so, so we'll just scry. Because we just need 2 mana for Kataki. That one's fine. Alright, and then to our turn. Alright, so he's paying the mana. It is fairly good news. Bash for 3. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm so bad at this. This is why I should not play Magic. Not really. See, I saw this last game, but for some reason I didn't see it this game. No, it still comes back. Interesting. Oh, it still comes back. Oh. Now I feel stupid. Okay. I'm figuring out this deck. I'm slowly but surely figuring out our opponent's deck. I'm figuring it out. This is a problem with playing me playing Modern. Still learning. So. So he can't play his time sieve and do sword stuff this turn. Tezzeret. Yep. Now I feel dumb. I'd be in a much better spot if he had to tap mana for all that. Okay, it's not the, I think it's the current, or the standard Tezzeret that lets him, kill things. Alright, he doesn't have any mana, so we're gonna attack. Yeah, that seems like a good attack. Just because I don't want him being able to somehow finagle that to be able to kill me. I mean, I'm at 17. Yep. And last time I assumed that Sword of the Meek targeted. It does not. Huh. Is this lethal? 1, 2. Okay, so now we have to respond. Because if he wants to sacrifice 5 artifacts, then they're really good artifacts. But otherwise he could have started taking a bunch of turns. So if he wants to sacrifice, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and he has to sacrifice one of his money artifacts. But that's probably not good enough. Okay, well now he can. Now I assume Z 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever. Alright, I'm pretty sure he was able to go off, because if he sacrifices 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, takes an extra turn, and then he gets to play out the new Thopter Foundry that he just got, but maybe not. So I think I need to get. How big does that need to be? That needs to be 15. So I need a whole bunch of lands in my graveyard. Okay, it only needs to be 13. 12. So I guess it's Walking Ballista, x equals 3, so it's 1, 2. X is 3. We can Staticaster that. Ping it for 1. Ping it for 2. Sacrifice the forest. Search for Windswept Heath. Select a creature, that one. I would like to untap. And we have 1, 2, 3. So how many lands can we search for? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we can get that. Yes. Okay, so he's learning my combo, I'm learning his combo. Why is Unified Will not in here? I feel like that should be in here. Whatever.
Your game has started.
Alright. So, I'm going to have to do a lot of messing around with this if I want to play test it more to be able to make sure I can knight combo correctly. I'll probably have to look up guides and stuff on how to knight combo. Get a... I don't think it matters because we have all our colors. So we'll just play a bop. And go to our turn. But I think I like that, having multiple combos in the deck. And Koralheim is just a good magic card. Like just getting free value off of scries and such is pretty good. Oh. That was rude. I don't think we play Duskwatch Recruiter. We might play Duskwatch Recruiter. I guess we'll play Duskwatch Recruiter. Talisman. No Talisman. Talisman. And after this, I'm going to play a couple games with Elves. Or a couple matches with Elves, then call it a night. Probably. I'm going to have to do some serious thinking as to what I want to play. Because all these decks just seem great. I just like all these creature decks. Does that make me want to... No, I'll hold open Spell Queller. Take 2. Oh. That's right, because he flips. But no, he wouldn't have flipped if I played Hierarchy. Good call. One thing I really like about X-Mage is if you turn this on... Oh, I can't counter that. What the heck? That's rude. That's rude, Joe. How am I supposed to counter that? Yep, you got your sword. Is there anything I can do about that? I don't think so. Alright, so we'll get a breeding pool. Whatever, we got a green in our mana. Alright, Rex Sage is good. So what can we play here? I think we want to start by attacking. You can go there. He has no mana. You can go there. I don't think our life matters. I think if he's going to kill us, he's going to kill us. So we can play Vizier, Hierarch, and Rexage. Yeah, sounds good. And we're going to hit the Foundry. And go to our turn. Yes, I would like to destroy that. Is that enough? That might be enough. We'll see. So we gain some life. But we can play a Ballista for 1, 2, 2, 3. We can do it for 3. No, 2. Only 2. But I think that's pretty good. And then we can up it every turn. if we attack with our Spell Queller, he might just block with 1, he might block with 3. So this gets our Ballista to 3. Does it matter if we... Unfortunately, we have X1s. But I think we can attack with both of... No, because we just... Because nothing's under Spell Queller. Yeah, so I think we can attack with the Spell Queller. So either attacks with 1 or blocks with 1 or blocks with 3. That one works. Alright, and that's pretty good. Yep, and that'll do it. Pretty sure that'll do it. Because if I ping, he sacrifices the sword. So I can get rid of 3. So it's 1, 2. One, 2. Alright, so we can ping the last guy. He gets 2, and then I think we're okay. Because he still has to sacrifice one of his money creatures. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We deal 6. That's not enough. So we have to activate here. But I don't really think there's... Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Alright, Phyrexian Revoker. And Phyrexian Revoker... Probably the Thopter Foundry. That seems like the best one. Thopter Foundry. And now we'll just attack that guy, I think. Yeah. And this is a big reason why I like, oh man. Why I really like, these Chord for Calling decks. These Chord of Calling decks, not Chord for Calling. Is this until end of turn? No, he's just a 5/5. Can we take 5? Can we kill it? We can kill it. But I don't think we want to kill it. We got a Knight of the Reliquary. We don't need to kill it. We'll just kill that. Do we need to block though? I don't think we need to block. We're good. Cord do anything that Knight doesn't? I guess Cord. I don't think infinite mana, because we can't get infinite mana right this second, but I think we'll just attack Senor Tesoretto. And we have 2 creatures we can block with. Guess we can go ahead and Cord for 2. We will evoke that guy since we're not going to block with him. Get our Devoted Druid, and we left that open just in case he played like Remand. We could still cast it because we can go. We can still cast it anyways. All right, but we got blockers, and we have infinite mana. Because these aren't flying, are they? No. Oh, crap! He makes that a artifact. Becomes a 5/5 artifact creature with base power. Oh. 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 Yeah, okay, he had it. So if we were to alright, so we're going to keep looking at this. So if we were to keep Spellcaller back, okay, I wanted to keep looking at that. But if we kept Spellcaller back, he could still turn it into that, and we could have blocked. I guess that was better. But if he had a removal spell, then we were dead to the same thing. I guess regardless, we should have kept Cord up. Or we should have blocked the 5/5 last turn. So there are a few things we could have done there. So, but the crux being that Tezzeret can turn, it makes sense that it turned it into a 5/5, and then that 5/5 got bigger. So that makes sense. Alright, we'll play, I said I was going to do Elves. I lied. I'm going to do another thing of humans just to, because I like humans. And I don't really want to do 2 matches right now. I kind of just want to do 1 match. If it's a quick match, then maybe 2. But 1 match of humans, and I'll call it a night. So, yeah, I guess there were a few things we should have done differently. But I don't know if that deck plays counter spells. I'm pretty sure it does. It's blue. It's got to play some amount of counter spells. So I guess so I guess we do keep Cord open, because if he has a counter spell, then he can't have counter spell Tezzeret and a removal spell, but he only needs 2 of those. So that way we do force him. Again, I didn't think I would just die from flyers. I figured I was fine blocking on the ground. So that was the big mistake. So now I know that Tezzeret can pump flyers. I should have known. Like that's a pretty straightforward thing. But now I know for certain that Tezzeret can do that. And that's where the misplay came in, because I didn't even think. I was like, oh, if he plays another Tezzeret, we can just block and we're good. So that was the major misplay there, was not knowing exactly how that deck worked. So I just need to play more to get used to all this stuff, which is what I'm doing. So we're good. Bam, problem solved. So hopefully we can get in another match here soon with humans. Humans are great. But so right there, I really like the night version over the no night version. Better than, for reasons I talked about earlier. I just like having extra combos as well as just extra beaters. That seems pretty good. Now the question is if we want to play blue in that deck, or if we just want to play like a just a green-white value town. Not exactly value town, even though that would probably be nice too. Might try that out. But I like having the combo. Just having free wins like that is really nice. The question is whether or not we want both combos, one combo, which combo. Do we play stuff like the Ramunap Excavator and Ghost Quarter? Lots of different ways to go about it. But I think, I don't know. I don't know which I like best, which one I think is best. I haven't played against any Jace or Bloodbraid Elf decks since I started this. So it's hard to... I need to start coming up with the negatives for each deck, like... I guess we'll put negative here. Does less combo than night, and night is a strong beater. So missing out on the night just seems wrong. But it gets to play more reaction / silver bullets, because the 5 slots that are taken up with the night, they can now play cards like more cards like Kazali Pride Mage or Selfless Spirit. So, but I think I like the night version better, just because, as I said, starting to sound like a broken record. So, in comparison to like Affinity and Humans, I think I like the free win button of the combo decks. I think I just want to figure out which combo deck I want to use. So it's Bant Knight, Bant Value Town, or not Bant Value Town. So it's either Bant Knight, Green-White Value Town with the combo, or just Green-White combo. But then if we're not playing blue for the retreat, is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it. I'm going to keep trying Humans though, because Humans seems... like I like Humans more than Affinity, I think. I don't know, I'll have to play more, but I think I like the combo. But we're going to try Elves later. Probably tomorrow. Maybe we'll play. No, oh, come on. Like the second I click out, whatever, we're gonna play Elves. just to get a game of Elves in, because we've played Devoted Druid, we've played Humans. This is another Devoted Druid deck, so I don't know if it's better. I mean, just going based off results, Elves hasn't done as well as the other Devoted Druid decks. But that's not necessarily everything. I need to figure out which one I like playing best, which one I think I could play the best. Because I know Value Town takes a lot. Like, you gotta kind of you gotta really know what you're doing with the Value Town decks. Because there's a lot to them. Nobody wants to play with me. So really the three, because I like Chord. I like Chord of Calling. It's a good magic card. I like Collected Company. That's a good magic card. I guess I should put no combo. And the same for Affinity. Also, for those who did not see yesterday, the reason I put weak to Jund for Affinity, because all of these are probably fairly weak to Jund, but Affinity is more so because of Kolaghan's command being able to 2-for-1 very easily, I mean, like completely blow us out, on top of the already good removal and discard that they have. And with Jund, in theory, going up in stock because of the Bloodbraid Elf unban. It's important to note it's not like a super big deal. Like that's probably not going to be the deciding factor, but for information's sake, I just made sure to put it. And again, most of these decks are fairly weak to Jund, just because they just play all the removal and all the discard, and you gotta just kind of push through. But to be fair, I think Humans might actually stand a reasonable chance against it. And our opponents, nobody just wants to play with us. This is quite sad. I would just like to play one more match of Magic. Let's see. Just thinking about, do I want Knight? Do I want Knight of the Reliquary? Because I think that's the decision. Is, do I want the Krollheim combo? Because if I'm not playing with Knight of the Reliquary, Krollheim combo, then I don't want to play Bant. I'd rather just play, because, I mean, it's good, but I'd rather just play like the, a more, not even consistent deck, but, like, if I'm playing Bant, then I want to play Knight combo, is basically the thing. So if I'm not playing Knight combo, I don't want to play
Your game
Bant.
can start.
Hey, we got a person.
Your game has started.
And it's got lands and spells, so we'll keep it. It's got to turn to Elvish Vision or Elvish Archdruid. What has he got? I mean, turn 1 discard is reasonable. If he's got it. Nope. He's a burn deck? Dwinen's Elite's pretty good. But next turn we'll just... I mean, Dwinen's Elite and Llanowar Elves isn't terrible. No, I just want to play the Archdruid. Vexing Devil. I think we can get bigger than that. But yeah, whatever. We'll just take the 4. I don't want to have to deal with that. Goblin guys, man. This is gonna hurt. So we gotta play that. Do we play Archdruid or Dwinen's Elite? That is the question. And I think, because it would be Dwinen's Elite Llanowar Elves, so I think having more blockers is more relevant right now. Because we still get more mana, so that's okay. Horizon Canopy sucks that we gotta pay life there. But we can block there with Dwinen's Elite, maybe block there. Gonti's Machinations. Yeah. Oh, that's neat. Because he can sacrifice that. Ah, that's cute. This is just some kind of like insane, aggressive deck. Collective Brutality. What is prowess? Non-creature? Dang. Yeah. Man, that's brutal. What's it take? Alright, he took Collected Company. Do we get a land? Hopefully we get a land. Alright, oh, nice. Alright, so he has no cards in hand. What are we playing next turn? Probably Archdruid. Yeah, I think we can take 5. Because we'll play Archdruid. And our Elf Warrior will be able to kill the Swift Spear. It'll be able to stop blockers. Yeah, okay. No blocks. This is gonna hurt, yo. But this gives us infinite mana, which is nice. So we have good blocks. Cool. And we'll go to blocks. Block. I guess, if possible, we want to keep our Archdruid alive. What you got, opponent? Collective Brutality takes away our Court of Calling. Sure. What? You didn't take away our Court of Calling? I mean, that works too, but I'm gonna play this to kind of just show our opponent that he goofed. Oh, this deck only plays one Vizier? Well, that's annoying. I guess what... Okay, I guess. I thought this deck played more than one Vizier. That was my bad. Now I feel dumb. Pass regardless? No. Play Azuri. And then... 1... 2... 3... 4... Okay. I figured it out. So we want Kitchen Finks. Forge Tinder seems correct. Path seems correct. Scoos seems correct. Don't think we need Selfless Spirit. We don't need Reclamation Sage. Maybe Path isn't necessary. Because we play small dudes. Forge Tinder. What did he play? He played... Yeah, I guess that's not fantastic. I know. I don't know. I guess an Azuri. No, Azuri seems fine. No, Notice Sentinels is a good blocker. Yeah, we'll drop an Azuri.
Your game.
And did he go first or did I go first? I think he went first. Pretty sure he went first. Yeah, this is a keeper. Lots of mana. That's what we want. We'll play Llanowar. Well, depending on what we draw. If we draw a land, we'll play a Heritage Druid. Otherwise, we'll play a Llanowar Elves. Or not this much deck. I mean, 6 1/2 dozen the other. I will take 4. So, play a Mystic. So there's probably some updates I can make to this deck. Probably add in an extra Vizier or 2. 1 mode? 2 mode? Yeah, I mean, it's a good mode. Those are good modes. You can take Quarter Calling. Play Llanowar Elves. Pass turn. He's only got 3 cards in hand. So he's just like some hyper burn deck. Seems like. I think we'll play Devoted Druid. That gives me the most mana because we can tap untap it. That's a good draw. So, how much mana do we have? 5 mana? more than that because we can play Dwinen's Elite, Heritage Druid, Archdruid, and alright. Just did a whole bunch. Cool. Alright, so we've streamed for 2.5 hours, so that's around where I normally cut it off. So thanks to everyone for watching. If you're on Twitch, hit that follow button. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And whichever one you're on, visit the other one when you get an opportunity and hit the button there. So if you're on YouTube, head to Twitch, hit the follow button, etc. Because any support is appreciated. And for tomorrow, I will probably run back more modern decks, try to figure out what I want to do, and then we'll buy into decks and start playing online once I figure it out. So that's the plan. So again, thanks everyone for watching, and hope to see you next time.